Hi friends, welcome to another edition of the Fox Lake District Library Virtual Storytime. And today we're going to be learning all about gardening. I hope you've been gardening this summer. So before we begin, we have to sing our opening song. We're going to be learning a lot of sign language. So to get started, the sign for hello is just take your hand and tip your hat, hello. The other one is friends. Take your two pointer fingers, make them little hooks, hook them together. Let's put it all together now. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Good job. Now let's keep going with our signs. The sign for garden is you take your non-dominant hand and you form a little cup. Form a little cup with your hand. Take your dominant hand and you bring it up through your other hand. Kind of like a plant sprouting from the garden. All right, good job. It's time to start reading our first book, which is Here Are the Seeds by Janae Brown Wood. Here are the seeds that we will sow to help our garden grow. Look at all those seeds she has in her hand. Here is the earth that nurtures the seeds that we have sown to help our garden grow. I see some carrots and strawberries. What's your favorite thing to grow in your garden? Here are the plants that spring from the earth that nurtures the seeds that we have sown to help our garden grow. Oh no! What happened? Here is the sun that feeds all the plants that spring from the earth that nurtures the seeds that we have sown to help our garden grow. Oh no! Not again! What happened this time? Here is the water that works with the sun to feed all the plants that spring from the earth that nurtures the seeds that we have sown to help our garden grow. Oh no! The garden got flooded from the rain. But look at those ducks, all in a row. Here are the mushrooms that soak up the water that works with the sun to feed all the plants that spring from the earth that nurtures the seeds that we have sown to help our garden grow. Look at that rainbow. I see a bee too. Oh no! The mushrooms took over the garden. Here are the worms that munch on the mushrooms that soak up the water that works with the sun to feed all the plants that spring from the earth that nurtures the seeds that we have sown to help our garden grow. That's so many worms. Wait! What's that? Here are the treasures that came from the seeds that we have sown to help our garden and nearby nature. I see some butterflies. I see a rabbit. I even see a squirrel and a bird. Glow. So pretty. Look at all those colors. Kind of like a rainbow. All this information about how does a garden grow. You need the earth, water, sun, bugs and worms, mushrooms to help your garden grow. The end. Okay, we learned all about how to grow in the garden, but we also learned what wildlife lives in the garden. So are you ready to explore that? We're going to do in my garden. There's something in my garden. Now what can it be? There's something in my garden that I can't see. I hear a funny sound. What makes a sound? Let's think. Is it maybe a snake? Snakes hiss. So a snake is what I found. There's something in my garden. Now what can it be? There's something in my garden that I can't see. I hear a funny sound. What makes a sound? Let's think. Could it be a mouse? Have you ever seen a mouse? So a mouse is what I found. There's something in my garden. What can it be? There's something in my garden that I really can't see. I hear a funny sound. Bzz, bzz, bzz. What makes a bzz sound? Could it be yellow and black? I think so. It's a bumblebee. So a bumblebee is what I found. There's something in my garden. Now what can it be? There's something in my garden that I can't see. It makes a funny sound. Tweet, 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 tweet. Tweet, tweet. What makes a tweet, tweet sound? I think you know. A bird. Look at that bird. What color is he mostly? Blue. So, a bird is what I found. There's something in my garden. Now what can it be? There's something in my garden that I can't see. It makes a funny sound. What makes a sound? Could it be a bunny? What other sounds do bunnies make? Do they thump with their feet as they hop and nibble on the carrots in our gardens? So a bunny is what I found. Look at this wide variety. I think there's one more. There's something in my garden. Now what can it be? There's something in my garden that I can't see. It makes a funny sound. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. What makes a ribbit, ribbit sound? Could it be green? Could it be found near water? Could it be a frog? So a frog is what I found. So in our garden, we found one green snake, one white mouse, one yellow and black bumblebee, one orange and blue bird, one brown bunny, and one green frog. Let's count them. Let's see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 animals in our garden. Good job! So speaking of all the animals in our garden, I think it's time for our next book, This Little Kitty in the Garden by Karen Bouyanch. Spring has sprung on Sakura Way. The 5 little kitties will garden today. This little kitty fetches from the cart tools, hats, gloves, and a helpful grower's chart. Look at that little guy. He stole the hat. Hey, little kitties, you have to make some room. These budding starter plants need space to breathe and bloom. Sniff, snuff, snarf, la-choo! This little kitty found a flower full of sticky pollen with extra sneezing power. Have you ever had a big sneeze? I bet you have. These little kitties hear the bumbles buzz. We just heard a bumblebee buzz. Let's do it together. Bzz. Watch the butterbees aflutter and poke at crawly fuzz. there's the crawly fuzz. I'd say that's a caterpillar. That patch of wispy grass is moving kind of funny. Meow! Aw, it's just a fluffy bunny. Come on, little kitties, it's time to plant the seeds. Soften up the soil. Get rid of all these weeds. Leafy greens prefer some shade. The peppers like it hotter. Gently tuck the seedlings in and sprinkle them with water. This little kitty trains a tendril curl, while these little rascals splish and splash and swirl. Phew! Everything is planted. Another spring success. Oh dear little kitties, we've made quite the mess. Let's tidy up together. Our tools go in the shed. Now where did all the kitties go? Look at all those footprints. I wonder where they went. Aw, asleep in the garden bed. The end. Good job listening. Alrighty, I think it's time we stretch our vocal cords and we sing a song. Now, do you know The Gardener in the Dell? What we're going to sing is a little similar, and it goes like this. The gardener digs the soil, the gardener digs the soil. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the gardener digs the soil. The gardener plants the seeds, the gardener plants the seeds. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the gardener plants the seeds. The rain falls to the ground, the rain falls to the ground. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the rain falls to the ground. Okay, the sun shines bright and warm, the sun shines bright and warm. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the sun shines bright and warm. The plants begin to grow, the plants begin to grow. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the plants begin to grow. Good job! Thanks for visiting another Fox Lake District Library virtual story time. Before we go, we have to sing our goodbye song, which is just like our opening hello song. So we know the sign for friends. The sign for goodbye is just a little wave. So let's put it all together. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye.